All right, in today's video I am driving on Interstate 25 northbound on the north side of Colorado Springs, and I'm following behind this Colorado State Trooper, and I've got Waze up like I usually do when I'm driving around, and so it has notified me that there is a disabled vehicle up ahead on the right. And so usually I keep Waze up when I'm driving around, and that way, it gives me those notifications. And if sometimes, vehicles are abandoned, but if there's people there or if I see hazard lights on, I can tell the vehicle's occupied. Then typically I will stop and just kind of check on them and see if they need anything. So I'm just, again, staying in the right lane and keeping my eyes peeled for this disabled vehicle that is up ahead. So at this point, I can see them. I can see there are people there. I can see hazard lights. And so I go ahead and activate my amber warning lights and start going into the exit. And then the state trooper activates his lights and also comes over. And yeah, I don't know if he maybe saw them later than I did, or if he saw me turn on my lights and decided to stop. Honestly, I don't know. Am I assisting the trooper, or is the trooper assisting me? So yeah, I'm not sure. But now, I've committed, and so, I know police officers and law enforcement don't really like people pulling in behind them. So I've tried to get over a little further to right so that people behind us can see his, red and blue lights. But I'm also seeing if he kind of shoos me away or what, and doesn't really do that. So I'm like, all right. So I get out and just make contact with the drivers and see if I can be of any assistance. Yeah, usually, I never would pull up when law enforcement's already there, unless maybe it's an accident, like a bad accident, and there's just like one police officer there or something, maybe. But, typically I'm like the first person at, a disabled vehicle. And then sometimes I've had officers pull up behind me, which is totally cool. But yeah, I'm very nervous about pulling up behind law enforcement. But anyway, so, he makes contact with them and starts taking some notes and getting their information and stuff. And they were out of fuel. So it was a vehicle and a motorcycle. And, the guy had gotten his buddy to come bring a gas can. And so they've already got the gas in the motorcycle. And they're pretty much good to go, except that the bike is down kind of in the ditch off the road. So I just try to stay out of the trooper's way and let him do his thing, and then head back to my truck to go grab some gloves and kind of just wait till he's finished. And then when the officer heads back to his vehicle, I go back and just help them push the bike out. And of course, I wasn't sure if the motorcycle rider was going to try and go forward or go backwards. And it was a little hard to hear him with his helmet on. But I figured it out. And so he wanted me to push him forward. And so I just grabbed the back of the bike and push from there. And so I'm able to get them out of the ditch and back onto the shoulder. And then they're basically ready to pull off. And so for me, this was a no-charge situation. They were already basically taken care of. They just need a little push. I didn't expend any resources other than time. And so, I'm happy to help. No big deal. And so just provided them some free help. And so at that point, everybody's good to go, and we all take off. All right, well, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.